Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the sound of suspense, to the fear you can hear. I have an unusual story about a father and son. You know, it is said that love and hate are two sides of the same coin. If this is so, Phil, the son, never believed it. His hatred blinded him to the extent that he lost all humanity and compassion for his father. This is Phil Coleman.
It's not in the past. It's now. Every day of my life since I can remember. It was my mother's life, the life of my sister. It wasn't only his miserable life that was destroyed. It was all of us. My mother dead at 43. My sister, I don't even know where she is. Or what became of her.
Now, look, Mr. Coleman, I can appreciate what you've been through, but if you won't take him, he'll die here in prison.
Let him die.
Our mystery drama, Accounts Receivable, was especially written for the Radio Mystery Theater by Sidney Sloan and stars William Prince. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Do you believe in reincarnation? Do you believe the dead return? We have to believe it, because here we are, the reincarnation of radio drama. We hope you'll keep us alive.
Hey friends, if you're enjoying Mystery Theater, if you're liking Mystery Theater, if you're loving Mystery Theater, and want to access ad-free, full-length episodes instead of the multi-part version you're hearing now, you can subscribe to mysterytheater.substack.com. Again, that's mysterytheater.substack.com. You'll help keep us alive.
Bill Coleman parked his battered pickup truck in a prison compound marked for visitors. He walked 50 yards to the dirty gray guardhouse and presented his credentials to the stony-faced officer, who permitted Coleman to step out again into the rain and proceed toward the great, dirty granite complex, the maximum security prison for the state. Once inside, Coleman was ushered into the office of the chief prison doctor.
Mr. Coleman, will you have a chair? I just want to get out the file on your father. I'm sorry you had to come out on such a nasty day. Let me see here. Coleman. Richard. Oh, here we are. I don't really need to look at the file on Rich Coleman. I almost know it by heart. Caught in a police trap after being at large for 12 days after the payroll robbery at the Sphinx Tool and Die Company plant. Both his accomplices, Buddy Mayer and Mickey Montrose, killed, running from the police, and their share of the robbery recovered. Only your father held out, denying that he had any part of the money.
Please, Doctor. I know the story.
Yeah, I suppose you do. Do you think he hid his share somewhere before the police got him?
I don't know any more than you do.
$106,000. Your father was quite a celebrity all over the papers, TV, radio. Nobody talked of anything else at the time. He was something of a folk hero.
Gunman? Bank robber? A folk hero?
Now, look, Mr. Coleman, the reason I asked you to come is that I couldn't write what I wanted to say. I discussed the matter with the warden, and he approved of my plan. He'll cooperate, and with his help, it won't be too difficult to obtain a parole.
Parole? He's coming out?
He's had a serious heart attack. It's his third. Now, the parole can be arranged for humane reasons, etc. There's only one catch. The warden will go along with this if you will assume responsibility. He's a sick old man.
No.
If you won't take him, he'll die here.
Let him die.
How long is it since you've seen him?
I went to his trial. I took my mother.
Well, over 9 years ago. You haven't seen him or written to him since?
Well, he wrote to me when he was informed that my mother died. I didn't answer. He sent birthday cards to Harry, my son.
Now, I want you to do something for me. I want you to see him.
No. No, I couldn't.
I want you to do it for me. I won't ask anything else of you. Won't take long, Mr. Coleman. Rick? Rick? Think you can wake up a bit and talk?
Oh, it's you, Doc. What do you want?
I brought someone to see you, Rick.
Hello? Rick?
Who is it? It's your son, Rick. He's come to see you.
So?
You?
Yeah? Yeah, Rick. How are you feeling?
I feel fine. I've been a little under the weather. How's the kid?
Oh, Harry's fine. He's going to school. Fine.
Nina, how's she? I only saw her that one time at the trial.
Oh, she's okay. She's getting on.
So, I wonder when you get back, would you send me a picture of Harry?
Oh, yeah. I guess so.
I'd appreciate that.
For sure. Sure, I'll send you pictures.
Well, only so, if you don't mind, I'd like to have my grandson send it.
Bill, is that you?
Yeah, Nina.
Come on out in the kitchen. Making dinner.
Yeah, smells good.
One of your favorites. I thought I'd make you feel better with a good mealing after a day of driving in the rain. Is it still raining?
Oh, I stopped about an hour ago. Just about when I got to Glens Falls.
That's good. We've had enough rain.
Yeah. Harry home?
In his room doing his homework.
Oh, was that radio going?
He says he concentrates better.
Ames called?
Yeah, twice. About 30 minutes ago. He seemed angry.
That's too damn bad.
I wish you and him got along. It'd make it so much easier.
He never does his share of the work at this station. If he had to go out and pump a tank of gas, you'd think the world was coming to an end. Trying to get his hands dirty.
Well, now, you knew he didn't know anything about the gas station business, Bill.
Okay, I needed his money, but I can't carry him on my back. I gotta buy him out. Well, ain't you gonna ask me?
I know you'll get around to it in your own time.
I saw him. Talked to him.
How is he?
Hard to recognize him. Getting so old. I don't think he knew me at first. He's been sick. Heart. Doc said it was his third, a bad one.
That why they wanted you to come see him?
Partly. They had something else up their sleeve. They're gonna let him out.
Out? Well, I thought he was in for life.
That's right. 4-time loser, they call it. According to state laws, that's life. But because of his health, the doc called it humane reasons or something. They'll parole him.
They have to get your approval, huh? That why they made you come?
Something like that. They want me to be responsible for him.
What?
Want me to take him in, take care of him.
Oh, maybe he wouldn't want that, Phil.
He's got nothing to say about it. It's either that or die in prison.
Oh, Phil.
I told him. No, I wouldn't have him.
Now, Phil, you know you're going to take him in.
No, I'll never have him in my house. Let that jailbird die where he belongs. Let him die in prison.
That is hot tip from the 7th drive.
Skitch!
Just a minute, Lou. And see I'm busy calling? Anyway, so what happens? I plunged. I put 20 on his nose.
Skitch, cut it short, will you? I want to talk to you.
Lou, I'm sorry. I'll have to continue this later. Boy, have you got a nerve.
Is your damn telephone call so important you can't wait on a customer?
That punk, I know he was there. Give me $2 for it. I'm trying to discourage customers like that.
Looks like you're trying to discourage all of them. We're losing people every day to Ray Damon at People's Corner.
Good. Why don't you buy me out and go join up with your buddy Ray? You make me very happy.
I can't talk to you anymore without getting into a fight.
I want out, Coleman. I want it quick. Buy my half of the business and run things your own crooked way.
Crooked? What are you saying?
I'm wise to you, Coleman. I've known about you for the last 3 years.
What?
I should have known it 4 years ago. I could have avoided all this.
Avoided what, Ames?
Okay, buddy, if you want it cold and clear like a weather report, your father's a jailbird.
Go on.
Why should I go on? You get what I mean.
No, I don't. I'd like to have you spell it out. All nice and slow.
You know the old saying, like father, like...
You're the lowest stuff I've ever known. To lay on me about what my father's done. I've never cheated you out of one lousy cent. I put up with you, split even with you for 4 years. You haven't done 5 cents worth of work.
This does it. I want you to get up 15 grand by the end of the month and buy me out.
I'm seeing Clark Wetley at the bank tomorrow morning. As for you, you don't have to come around here to use the phone in the men's room. You just stay home. I'll send you your cut. Now get out of my service station. Hello, Mr. Wetley. I want you to excuse me for calling you at home after business hours. Well, you see, I can't make it down to the bank during the day. I've been trying for over a week. I'm kind of short-handed. Wings? Oh, well, that's why I'm calling you. I want to buy him out. You see, it's a good business for one owner, but when you divide it in two, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to need a big loan from the bank. 15. Yeah, that's what he wants for his share. But you won't take less than that. Yeah, I know it's tough trying to do this over the phone. Maybe tomorrow morning. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
Well, how'd he sound?
Oh, I don't know. That's a lot I'm asking for.
Don't suppose you can't get the money. What can Ames do?
He called me on the phone at the station today. He says he's talking to his lawyer. And if I can't make it, he says he can force a sale of the property and a division of the proceeds. You know what that would amount to after we paid off the 5 grand loan to the bank and legal fees? Maybe 5,000-6,000 each. 5,000. Out of work. How long would it last? You know, I'm desperate. I never felt so boxed in my life. I got only 10 more days till the end of the month.
Oh, darling, don't worry. We'll manage. I'll get that. Yes. Yes, this is the Coleman residence. Yes, he's home, but I don't know...
Who is it, Nina?
Pardon me a minute. Phil, it's that doctor. The doctor from the prison?
What do I need this for? At this time. I know what he wants, and he knows how I feel. Tell him to... No, give me that phone. Look, Doctor, why can't you leave me alone? You know, I don't want him now or ever. That's final. Goodbye. I can remember wanting a father so much it had hurt. I'd cry at night in my bed and quiet so my mother wasn't here. I'd pray. Please, God, let me have him around for a week, huh? A whole day. An hour. That's when I really believed in a God. I swore that if I ever had a kid, I'd love him, take care of him.
Clean and honest like his father.
I've never taken a cent that didn't belong to me, Nina.
I know that, dear, and I love you for it. You're a good man.
That wasn't the first time the doctor has called, was it?
No, he's called at least 5 times in the last few days.
Call him. Tell him that the old man can come.
Oh, Phil.
I don't know how we're going to manage.
And so Phil Coleman yields to the pressure around him to accept his father into his home. The barrier of hate he has built up, however, will not dissolve. We'll return with Act Two. Do you believe in reincarnation? Do you believe the dead return? We have to believe it, because here we are, the reincarnation of radio drama. We hope you'll keep us alive.
Hey friends, if you're enjoying Mystery Theater, if you're liking Mystery Theater, if you're loving Mystery Theater, and want to access ad-free full-length episodes instead of the multi-part version you're hearing now, you can subscribe to mysterytheater.substack.com. Again, that's mysterytheater.substack.com. You'll help keep us alive.
Come back tomorrow for Act Two.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.